Yes, before things start getting truly bizarre on other fronts, as I expect they will, because of certain minor bombshells I've lobbed on the other side, we're going to get some Star Trek content out of the way here. Some concerns are now being raised because about lower decks. Mainly because Paramount is hemorrhaging money now at this point, mainly through Paramount Plus. They canceled an iCarly revival that was doing very well, even got notices in Forbes. They're just chopping stuff like no, they're now. So and Mike McMahon is going to say, we're not sure what's going to happen here. We're not hopeful. We're not sure we're going to get anything past the fifth season, which they're working on right now. And then they're citing Prodigy, but a lot of this is, I think, maybe a little alarming. But I think, well, now is the time to start running support for Lower Decks, though. Hey, keep this going. We like this stuff. Let's keep this going. This is actually, in a weird way, actually respectful of the franchise. We like this, so keep it going. And the people say, again, Prodigy was not canceled. Prodigy was pulled from the streaming service, but still allowed to continue production. That's not really canceled. That's kind of, we're finding, and they have not officially announced a new home for it. I understand there is some movement on that front that they're starting to narrow things down a bit, but not the official as yet. And hopefully, if Lower Decks gets 5 seasons, that's still a good run. So it's nothing to really cry about. We would like to keep going though. So now is the time to really start shutting. No, letter campaigns after the fact are fine. It's better when the show is still on the air and in production, though. It gets a little more momentum. It's like, no, this is what we want. Strange New Worlds, there's still no official word. I think they're going to get a 3rd season. But again, the big live action, high budget stuff, that's the vulnerable stuff. Animation, yeah, it's not cheap, but it's a hell of a lot cheaper than doing that live action. Imagine if they had to actually pay people to be on sets and building physical sets and all that stuff. So, but there's some speculation that they're going to be focusing more on the movie side. I wouldn't recommend that. Star Trek has always been a creature of television. It is where it's always thrived. That's where you get the bigger bang for your buck, is on TV. The movies are hit and miss. Let's be honest. Even the original, run of movies with the original cast, and then even the next gen, were not exactly consistent. They, some would hit, and some were like, eh, and then you got this odd number curse that grew up, which is frankly crap, but still. It is what it is, The movies are not a sure thing, especially lately. The J.J. Trek ones are over budgeted, blown out, and you could easily argue none of them actually made any money. You had fairly big box office takes, but as much as they cost to produce, and again, you had to make about two or three times the production budget in order to break even. Because you got to figure in how much to promote it, the distribution costs, the theaters getting half of the money, because they got to make money too. They get paid up, they get about half of it, and that's so. And then the old thing, the rule is like for the longest time, at least twice what you cost to make it just to break even. And these studios are not in the business to break even. That's why a lot of them like, I made all this money, but it underperformed. It didn't make what they wanted it to make. And that's why stuff like the Joker, that thing cost almost nothing, and they made almost $1 billion. So they love that, So yeah, if you're a fan of Lower Decks, start screaming. Okay, I'm whether just hashtag Lower Decks, or just whatever. Just start making it known far and wide. And again, Paramount does monitor the stuff on Twitter and Facebook, especially Twitter. Then start screaming, no, keep it going. This one we like. Starfleet Academy, Section 31, couldn't give two shits about. Strange New Worlds, it's becoming a more confused mess. No. Lower Decks and Prodigy. That's where your future lies right now in keeping Star Trek alive. Live action, it probably could get live action to take a rest for a while and focus on the animation side, because it'd still be cheaper than doing live action. They can record the stuff from their home, if they got a good home studio somewhere or somewhere locally where they're at, and phone it in, literally. Yeah. So just getting that out there. I will get reviews of last week's pathological. It's the one with mainly Tallinn, and then this week's just dropped on my download thing, so I'll check that out later, and we'll get on that and get back on thing. But meantime, yeah, on the other front, there is some serious crap happening too. So if you like that drama, one, I worry about you, but things are popping on there that it's going to get very, very ugly before it gets resolved too. But again, hopefully, also India will finally believe me, because I'm finally getting stuff that's like, this has gone beyond just someone poaching content off porn. This is someone's hacked their phone basically and posting stuff that is never supposed to have gotten out. Okay, so on that cheering bombshell, we will talk at you later. Oh, wait. I started this in the right thing. We're going to end this properly here. Hold on. So, yeah. In the usual, like, subscribe, share this around, and we'll talk at you later.